Hey guys, so I'm coming back at you with another video here on dust proofing and lighting cabinets. So I recently picked up a couple Detolf cabinets. I kind of steered away from them because they didn't lock. I did find an option that you can place on these cabinets in order to make them lock. So it's nice to have these, and I understand why collectors have them now, because you can present them a little cleaner than some of my other cabinets that I have. So I was able to light these and dust proof them with absolutely no issues. And then when I did that, I kind of wanted them a little higher up. So I was able to get a Besta cabinet for the bottom. And I'll show you how I lit that as well, just for this whole part of this video here. Okay, so the Besta cabinet, I was very concerned, but I've read from a lot of YouTube videos and also on the forums that the Detolfs are able to stand on the Besta cabinet without any issues, even though the weight recommendation is not rated for these at all. But they've been holding up okay for the last month so far, so we'll keep an eye on things. So first things first, I'll leave in the description down below what I used to kind of dust proof and also light these cabinets. So if you've seen my other video on the Millsbo cabinet, it's the same lighting strip. I actually use that in all my cabinets, and I'll go through that in a minute here. So I just use some weather stripping. This is the foam weather stripping. You may have to apply it a couple times just to get that spacing right. You don't want it too tight because then the door doesn't kind of close properly, but then you also don't want it too far away because then it's kind of defeats the purpose of having it. So up at the top here, I just kind of used this magnet piece as a guide on where to start, and just run that strip along the top and cut it off on the side here, and then run another one all the way to the bottom. And then for the bottom piece, we'll just get down to the bottom here. Oh, knocked it with my knee there. So on the bottom here, I ran another piece of weather stripping as well. Just use, again, this magnet piece as kind of your guide to run it across, and then run one single strip all the way up on both sides. This one, the weather stripping that I got was pretty thick, as in like wide. So I actually, on this side here, in order to make this work properly, let's get that straight on there. In order to get that to work properly, I had to cut it in half. And it's super easy to do, it's not difficult. So you don't have to buy two different sizes of weather stripping. All you have to do is just cut it straight, just be patient with it, take your time, and you shouldn't have an issue. Now, as for the lighting, I use these lighting strips. They're 16.5 feet long. They're done by Minger, and I get them on Amazon. So they also have the strip on the back already to stick. So all I do is I run the line from the side here. You can run it along here. Also, they are dimmable. So if you find they're too bright, or for the space that you have, you want to have it dim for, say, like a movie or whatever, you can. You have that option to dim it. But all I did, I just ran them along this metal rod on the side of the Detolf here. Okay. And then as you get up to these shelves here, just kind of go off to the side a bit. Try and keep it tight if you can, and keep running it all the way up to the top. Straighten out my camera here, and then I can show you. So start from one end, work your way up, and then up at the top, you'll run it across the whole top here, and then run it back down this side of the Detolf. So once you get down to the bottom, now this is completely your choice. Once you get down here, let me just try and focus this a bit so you can see the LEDs better. Once you get down here, you have the option to just run a line right across here and leave it. I would recommend at least doing that. Or you can do what I did and use the extra and just do the full square on the bottom. It allows some of that light to get up in the back and kind of project a little better. But it's completely up to you. If you don't like to see the LEDs, then I would just recommend doing the one strip on the bottom here and leaving it as is. This here, you are able to see the LEDs, but in my opinion, it allows more light to be projected upwards and then kind of allows it to look a little better. But it's all personal preference. So that's how I lit and dust proofed both of these cabinets. And as you can see, that bottom light, yes, you can see it, but it does kind of, let me just focus here. There we go. It does allow it to kind of just focus the light up a little more and make the cabinet appear brighter. Also, one thing that does help with that as well, if you're looking for something to keep that brightness up, go with the white Detolfs, because the white will reflect the light better than the black will. The black will just diminish that light and it kind of looks dim on the top and the bottoms. But again, that's personal preference. If you like the look of the black, then go with the black. So on the bottom here, we got the Besta cabinet. So I just went with just the standard glass door so I could at least use it as a display. And then same thing, I used the same light strip. I don't know, yeah, you can see it in the back there. So you can see the wires there. I'm kind of using this Lego set to hide those wires. But all I do is I run it along the side here, then run it up, and then I run it across the top here, then back down all the way around to the back there, and then through this hole. So this Besta cabinet, let me just see if I can get you a better visual here. I have the smart plug back there that turns everything on. And unfortunately, because that plug's sticking out so far and I wanted this close to the wall, I wasn't able to put the back panel like I could on this side. So I just opted not to put that back panel on, which is fine. But if you do have the back panel on, you have a little hole that you use to mount these to the wall, or kind of screw them to the wall to keep them from tipping over. I'm in a basement with concrete. I'm not worried about this tipping over. If you're worried about it, then those holes that you see on the bottom there actually need to be on the top. So you'd have to drill a hole, but otherwise, if you're gonna just do what I did, just slot that in upside down, run the light strip through that hole, bring it up and around again, cross the top, down, over, up, and back over it again. So one cabinet will appear a little brighter because you have more LEDs in the one cabinet. That's completely up to you if you want to stop in that back corner like the other side and not run it across the top again. You don't have to. You can just cut it where it is. But that's up to you. I added the extra because if I'm paying for these light strips, I'll use as much of them as I possibly can. All right, so if you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you like seeing these videos. And I will do another one on just these cabinets here from Ikea and this guy in the middle here. So I'll do those on the same video, and those will be a quick one because I didn't dust proof them. I only put lights in them. But that one will be coming in the future as well. So hope you guys liked the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.